What do we want to do when we receive that? Well, we'll make myself visible. That's the dialog box. So set visibility of myself to true. Same thing with the text field. Set it to true. So we can see it. And we also want to use the value that we're sending along with this message to become the text that goes in the text field, so we don't see this. So for that, we want to go to draw, and we want set text of instance text field. That'll update the text in our text field. What do we want to set it to? We want to set it to this value, and this value is a variable. So you can go to variables, find true false value, grab that, and it thinks that it's going to be true false by default, but we can change this to match the data that's being sent, which is text. So we can pop that into there, text value. Let's test it out now, see how it works. Boom. Okay, now the problem is the text is not being positioned. Well, it's not being positioned anyway, so it's just up the top. Same thing with the dialog box. We want those to be positioned down the bottom, or I mean, you could position them in the middle or up the top, that's up to you, but I'm going to position them down the bottom. So we'll go and do that now. We need a constantly block to do this, to constantly position it on the camera. So events constantly, and we only really need to position it if it's visible. When it's invisible, it doesn't really matter where it is. So we'll check if I'm visible, which is if visibility equals true. So equals from operators, true also from operators, and get visibility of myself from looks. So if I am visible, then I'm going to set my X position to whatever the camera's position is. So that's from transform, set X position of myself to camera X. Same thing for the Y position as well. Camera Y, let's test. No, before we test that out, we'll make sure we're positioning the text field as well. So we duplicate these, X and Y, but these two won't be for myself, they'll be for the text field. Alright, let's test that out now. I think we still need to change the positions a little more, but we'll see how it looks. There we go. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, there's something else we need to do as well, which is adjusting for the camera limits.